having the best weather. Well, not much rain, which is a little bit of a problem in terms of stuff outside of the greenhouse. But yeah, it's been warm most of the time in the day, but still super cold in the morning. So I'm down early again. It's like 6 degrees in here, condensation on the greenhouse. And when I was looking at the thermometer, you can see over the last week we've had highs of like 40, 50 degrees in here, but then it's still hitting like 0 at night. And you can see the difference because I kept some in the house to, you know, tomato plants and stuff to just as a safety net in case things went horrible here. And you can see the difference between, continuing our little comparisons, these two are the same. This one has been here, this one has been on my windowsill. So this one is way stockier, but a lot smaller, and it's feeling, you know, it's not looking super happy at this time of day because it's so cold. Whereas if I pop down later on when it's nice and sunny, this will be sitting happy again. And then these ones, they're shooting on, but they're also that a little bit more leggy because they're on the windowsill. But I'm running out of windowsill space, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to repot these ones up. And because they're tomato plants, we can kind of go up the stem quite a bit. So I'm going to plant them deep, because these bits with all the hairs on, they'll sprout roots out. So it'll actually work out quite well with these. Hopefully they'll be quite strong. So yeah, going to plant those really deep. I'm going to get some in the greenhouse, and then I'm still going to keep 2 at home just in case things go particularly cold. Nasturtiums that we planted by seed, they're all really nice strong little plants now. So I'm going to take a few of those home, but the rest of them are going to keep in the allotment. And then the aubergines that I've got, 1, 2, 3, well, I don't know. See, I've got about 12 of these this year, and I'm really, you know, intent on actually getting an aubergine. It's my mission. And these are all doing quite well, but they'll not be happy here. So I'm going to repot some of these because I can see a few roots in the bottom, and then take those home. So tomatoes down here, aubergines and peppers are staying on the windowsill probably until May. So yeah, all go. It's getting busier and busier. But let's see how the rest of the plot is looking. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Planting some skywalkers because Star Wars mainly. So these are second earlies, which by my reckoning are alright going in there, so we'll stick them in anyway because we've got some room. On these beds we have done sort of no dig, so they've had the winter with manure and hay and so on, so we're not digging them up as such. I'm just going through, making a bit of a V with the spade to get us a bit of depth like that, and then just dropping the potatoes into there, and then we'll give them a little cover and then mulch them up as they grow. Use the force. Potted on the cabbages, they were just looking a little bit sad in the polytunnel. I think probably because it was just too warm for them. So in tidying up the veranda over here, because it was just packed full of crap, and it was a good point that we wanted to really be able to sit there, hence the table and chair. We found this little, you know, little kind of greenhouse you'd have outside your back door or whatever. So we're going to use this as a little space to harden things off a bit. So, so yeah, these cabbages have gone in here, so they're not getting as hot as they were in the polytunnel, and they look a lot happier for it, to be honest. So I'm going to do the same with the sweet peas now. Overwhelmed because the polytunnel's getting quite warm. So with these ones, after the 3 sets of leaves, I just nipped out the tops. So we'll do that to those, and we'll get these all in a pot and then pot them put them down where the cabbages are, so they're a bit cooler. Give them a chance to get used to the outside, and then hopefully we can pop them out somewhere. So that's the sweet peas nipped out and popped in slightly cooler space. So fingers crossed they're going to hold off nicely, and we can get them outside. This is our little carrot experiment. Got some salad leaves, which I just popped in because it wasn't very happy in the greenhouse with the temperature getting so high, and it seems quite happy here now. But none of the carrot seeds seems to be. I've got these pieces of wood, maybe just starting to see some signs. The wood's meant to keep the seed moist, and then you take it off once they've germinated. But I'm losing patience with my carrot seeds, so I'm going to give it a few more days, and if it doesn't pop through, I might just take the wood off. We get loads of wild garlic down on the River Ray, so it's no trouble going and finding stuff to do a bit of foraging in the spring. But it's quite nice that we've got this little natural patch just on the plot, underneath the damson plum tree, which is looking beautiful with all its blossom. Will you look at this? So the packet of marrowfat peas, 68p or whatever in Sainsbury's, doing the whole soaking method. So you soak them for overnight, and then you pop them with paper towel and wait until they start actually spraying, and then plant them. Well, look at that. That's going to be wicked. That's probably the most peas I've ever grown. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting those out if the mice don't eat them. We'll definitely be doing this hotbed every year, because this has been a lovely little spot for them. And even though it's only 20 degrees or whatever in the soil now, you know, the marigolds, they're looking happy. We've got our little backup, well, I say backup things. We've got a couple of courgettes, a couple of pumpkins that I went early with, and I think, yeah, those are pumpkins as well. And you know, obviously they like heat, so it's a bit early with them, but those are going all right. So we'll keep those going. Got some salad leaves that we could actually pick this weekend, and those marigolds especially, well happy. I've decided that our rhubarb must blatantly just be a later variety than everyone else's, because I sit looking jealously at everyone with rhubarb up now, and ours is literally just starting. I'm going to put a bin over this bit and just force it on. You can see even in the plot around next door, Carrie's got loads of rhubarb already. She's even cropping it by the looks of things. Look at that, absolutely flying. So obviously they're different varieties, but that's all right. I mean, look at that there, crikey. It's like a mountain. I was just checking out our asparagus bed, and I nearly got very excited. The asparagus had begun, but this, alas, is just a horsetail spore sticking up. So time for me to grab those, that's for sure. But that's the first one, which feels like we're getting on top of them a little bit. Yes, these are the horsetail spores. And to be fair, I haven't had that many so far this year, considering, because a couple of years ago it was just literally everywhere. But we do need to check over the plot now and again, or every time we come down. They release, you can see they've released their spores already, these ones. But the root structure goes down under the ground anyway, so, you know, stopping the spores is largely irrelevant, I guess.